Hey guys, this is Rob with Ride Philippines here. So I'm going to do my next video on the Chigee SR-1. This is going to be a very simple benchtop test. I've tried to play with this thing a little bit, and I've tried to induce like a false positive sensor reading on the millimeter wave radar sensor, and I just can't do it. And that's not surprising. The sensors are designed to work on a road environment. They're looking for targets traveling at speed. They're looking for you to have speed. They're looking at other targets to have speed. So it's hard for it to identify or trick it out to think there's a target moving here in the office. So I won't be able to show any alerts on the device. But what I do have is I have the Chigee AIO-6 powered up here, and we'll show how to connect the device real quick. Right now I am on firmware 1.8.8. This is the latest release of quote-unquote standard firmware, and I'm not going to update just yet. I'm going to show this connection first, but it looks like a lot of features are right now in beta firmware. So the Chigee's obviously already powered on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to power on the SR-1. I have it connected here to a desktop power supply. So now it should be on. So we'll go into settings and then to features and then to BSD. And I already had it in millimeter wave radar, but if you're in visual, just select millimeter wave radar, and then it'll pull up millimeter wave radar with a pair button. Press the pair button. It's going to make you acknowledge that the radar system is not perfect and not to rely on it, so you acknowledge that. And then it should pull the Bluetooth identifier for the CG radar unit here. There's no obvious button to click, but you just click it and it'll start doing a connection. And now we are connected. So you see the device name, the connection status. We have CONN here for connected, and then everything is enabled. And so what's kind of interesting, well, let's run through what we see. So we have enable and disable the radar. So you can turn it off or on. You get a LED indication on the physical LEDs. So we'll turn that back on. Vehicle system displays a warning. So typically Chigee has called the display device, the Chigee AIO-6 display screen or 5, the vehicle system. So I'm assuming what this does is this toggles whether or not the warnings are active on the display. Because to be honest, it's a little bit contradictory. We have amber LEDs on the on the handlebars, and then the warnings on the display are red. Now, having said that, the Chigee hasn't yet developed a system where we have cautionary warnings and or cautionary alerts and then warning alerts. Now, the sensor has enough detection range to accommodate that. So if we had a car closing on us in a lane 50 meters back, it could generate a yellow warning on the display screen. And then when it came within whatever the detection range is, it depends on the speed you're traveling as well. But when it came to a warning limit, it could switch to a red warning. That's kind of how the Alien Radar works, but Chigee hasn't developed that yet. Everything in the Chigee world looks like right now it's going to be a red warning and require immediate awareness or possibly a reaction. So, but for this setting, vehicle displays a warning. I think that's what it's talking about. Now this next one, left-right mirror image, again, we can toggle it and we see the alert. Since I think the new screen, the radar screen that shows all the targets, I don't have that yet on the Chigee at 1.8.8. So I think that comes in the beta, the 2.05 beta. So I'm going to install that. And I'm wondering if the left-right mirror image has something to do for reversing that image on the display. Not 100% sure on what that setting is. Then you have to activate the tail warning. So we have an LED over here that's for cars behind us. We can turn that off and on. And again, we get indication for that. And then what they're calling the voice alarm or the chirp, I think the speaker chirp is what they're talking about. You can turn that off and on as well. Now, speed setting. So basically this is filtering to kind of, I believe this is filtering to shut off the BSD. So, you know, if you wanted, it's a forced setting. So if you select 0, then of course it's always going to be active at any speed. But maybe you don't want to see alerts if you're going 10 kilometers per hour or less. So you could choose 10 or 30 or 50. So I think that sets a threshold for when the BSD, lane change, all the sensing is active. So if you're going below that speed, then you're just not going to be bothered with it, which I would probably use that feature and set it somewhere around 10. The next thing is display rear camera when alarming. Now this one I'm going to have to mess around with and see how it actually works. It depends on the logic. So for me, what I would prefer, the Chigee rear collision warning I think is set up to really not even be effective until it's within 10 meters of the rear of your vehicle. Now in my opinion, with the capability of the sensor, I think that's entirely too late to get visibility to a rear closing target, but it looks like that's what they have set up, at least according to the documentation. I need to run this real world and run it on the bike to see how it actually performs, but I would want that window to be to give me more visibility. I'd want to see a car at 20 or 30 meters back. Now the problem is, typically those initial warnings at that distance you would want to do a level 2 alert on, or a cautionary alert, and then transition to a warning alert when something got really close. Since Chigee hasn't implemented that alert scheme, you know, they probably opted to, you know, this all becomes a balance of you know, creating warnings that you should pay attention to and eliminating warnings that you may not care about or may not need to react to. What's nice in a system is that it gives you the option, or gives you additional visibility, to give you cautionary alerts that you could turn on or off, to where you could get more visibility for awareness, but maybe not need to recognize as a risk or a jeopardy. But circling back to the what were we talking about here? Displaying the rear camera. My preference would be for that feature to work on rear collision warnings only. I wouldn't want to see my rear camera for a blind spot detection, and certainly not for a lane change assist where I have a target, you know, 30, 40, 50 meters back. I don't want to be switching to my rear camera. In real world practicality, Alien Rider has had a very similar system option and would toggle to the rear camera. And, you know, if you didn't have it dialed in right, it could be a nuisance and take you off of navigation, you know, repeatedly, and become annoying from that standpoint, switching to the rear camera. But the way Chigee has the rear camera warning built, or the alert built at 10 meters, that's a clear jeopardy that someone's behind you and you might want to know about it. And I think camera switching would be appropriate there. It's just a question whether or not it lumps them all in one basket and is going to switch on lane change assistance as well, for example. Okay, and then lastly, you get the firmware version for the BSD. Interestingly, what I don't see here, so if you go to Chigee sales page, a couple of things that I'm going to talk about in more detail. One, the sales page implies that there's mobile app capability via Chigee Go to configure and set up the Chigee SR-1. I haven't seen that yet. That's kind of going to be some follow-on content, but I took a quick look. I don't think that's there yet. And secondly, they have in that little teaser, or that marketing image, they show sensitivity settings for the BSD. Here in the Chigee device, we don't have any options to tweak sensitivity. So we'll have to see. It's an evolving product. Chigee's always kind of rushing to market and kind of delivering things at kind of 90%, not quite 100%. So I'm not really surprised, but those are some things that I'm looking for. But for you guys that are buying this as a standalone unit, to not be able to have any way to to get into the unit and tweak configuration settings, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So more to come on that. I may do a video on that. I want to be sure what I'm talking about first. So I'm going to put some feelers out to Chigee, say, hey, what's going on? But I don't see any app updates, and I don't see any way to connect to the Chigee SR-1 as a device in the Chigee Go app as of right now. So that's it. That's what it looks like on Chigee Firmware 1.8.8. I'm going to update to 2.0.5, I think is the latest beta firmware, so I can show you the feature set under that firmware version, and that'll be coming in the next video. Thanks for watching.